true blue social media star with over 10 million followers on social media. He brings to you the most innovative recipes within seconds. A food producer for MasterChef India, he was also featured in Forbes India. Yes, I'm talking about Chef Sanjyot Keer, who is joining us for a candid conversation like never before, only on News18 Social Squad. Let's meet him. Thank you so much, Chef, for joining us on News18 Social Squad. Thank you so much. All well, Chef. भजियाँ बन रही है.
आपने बोला बहुत सारी बातें करनी है. मतलब चाय और साथ में कांदा भजी. What can be better?
Brilliant. What better combination, right? So, Chef, भजी से आपका कैसा रिश्ता रहा है बचपन से?
भजी का इनफैक्ट खाने से ही बहुत अमेजिंग रिश्ता रहा है हमेशा से बचपन से. एंड मुंबई में पला बड़ा हूँ, तो भजी वड़ा पाव ये सब तो इट्स लाइक आवर डेली थिंग. बारिश हो ना हो तो खाते हैं, बट बारिश हो तो इट जस्ट गेट्स बेटर, यू नो.
करेक्ट करेक्ट. आपकी काफ़ी सारी यादें रहेंगी. आई मीन आई एम प्रीटी श्योर योर मदर आल्सो कुक दिस व्हेन यू वर अ किड. टेल अस अबाउट अ फ्यू मेमोरीज प्रॉब्ली इफ यू हैव.
आई रिमेंबर स्कूल से जब भी आता था, आई यूज्ड टू रीच होम बाय अराउंड 3:30. तो बहुत ज़बरदस्त भूख लगी होती थी, एंड मॉम यूज्ड टू कुक ऑल डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ नाश्तास फॉर मी एंड माई सिस्टर. और बहुत ही मज़ा आता था. दोज मील्स आई स्टिल रिमेंबर कि बस घर पे आ रहे हैं थके हुए और मॉम रेडी है विद हर यू नो पिटारा ऑफ अमेजिंग फूड, एंड दैट जस्ट यूज्ड टू यू नो लाइट अप आवर फेसेस, और वो पूरे दिन की थकान निकल जाती थी.
एब्सोल्युटली, नो डाउट. व्हाट्स योर फेवरेट टू गो विद कांदा भजी?
कांदा भजी के साथ तो डेफिनेटली चाय, और चाय भी वो कटिंग चाय.
करेक्ट.
प्रॉपर नहीं होनी चाहिए, वो कटिंग वाले ग्लास में होनी चाहिए कटिंग चाय. मज़ा आएगा खाने में. और ये जो कांदा भजी है, ये स्पेशली महाराष्ट्र में इसे केकड़ा भजी भी बोलते हैं. क्योंकि इसका जो शेप है वो थोड़ा क्रैब जैसे हो जाता है, ऐसा उसके क्लॉज दिखते हैं जैसे जैसे होता है ना. केकड़ा भजी भी बोलते हैं इसको.
That's a new one for me.
और बहुत क्रिस्पी बनते हैं, बहुत अमेजिंग बनते हैं. ऑलमोस्ट रेडी, फटाफट अभी बन जाएंगे, एंड देन वी कैन डू आवर चिट चैट.
यस.
These look done, हो गए हैं, बस इन्हें निकालना है अभी.
Wow.
और फिर खा सकते हैं इन्हें.
I'm already, my mouth is watering.
चलो, तो ये हो गया. ये आपका पोर्शन और ये मेरा पोर्शन. इतने में हो जाएगा.
Hopefully, chef.
चलो, we are done.
So we are ready with our bhajis and chai. Hopefully our viewers are also ready with their bhajis and chai. Chef, tell me something. Let's go to the very beginning, when Sanjyot Keer was not the Sanjyot Keer that he is right now. Where did this intense passion of cooking and food come?
I always wanted to cook since I was a kid. School में था तभी से ही I was really passionate about it. Looking at street food, coming back home and recreating those recipes. So I was lucky enough to understand in school itself that I want to become a chef.
Correct. How did your journey start? What is your early memory of your cooking? Do you remember your first recipe?
My first ever recipe I cooked was a pav bhaji.
Okay.
So me, my father and my sister used to go on a bike ride at nights, and we used to go to this pav bhaji vendor and eat pav bhaji. And those were like one of the best memories I have. And I used to watch the pav bhaji vendor cook, और मुझे ऐसा लगता था magic हो रहा है. And yeah, I was like 8-9 years old. My mom said के मैंने बोला mom को actually मुझे बनाना है pav bhaji, and she completely supported me. I cooked my first pav bhaji, and that the journey began.
Absolutely. And YFL, your food lab, is not just a brand right now. It's like the face of the online cooking community in India. Did you ever anticipate when you were starting off? Did you anticipate YFL to be this big?
So it's a very funny thing that I did not become a content creator by choice. I always wanted to cook. I always wanted to become a chef. Early in my career, just after my hotel management, I got a chance to work on the sets of MasterChef and work with the best chefs in the food scene. And after all of that, I had to suddenly give it up all. I had to stop cooking. We were going through a bad rough financial phase in our lives, my family. And I joined my father and I started working with him, which is completely apart from cooking. It's all about engineering, machines and all of that. And within a year, I realized that how much I was missing food. And that's when I had a candid conversation with my dad while coming back from office that, I am not liking this, I'm not happy. I want to cook, otherwise I'll stop cooking forever. And that's when I asked for weekends off, कि मुझे factory नहीं आना 2 दिन, and I'll try to figure out something that how can I just be in touch with food. And that's when I tried out my first food video, shot about 85 to 100 videos before even I uploaded my first video, very nervous, too anxious कि क्या होगा, लोग क्या बोलेंगे.
True.
And then when it went live, the third video went viral and your YFL is here.
Right. When you started off, you must have faced a lot of challenges as such. Could you tell us what were the major challenges that you faced when you started off?
There were a couple of challenges. One was that back in 2016, social media yet was not considered to be a legit business. You could get famous, you could do a lot of things. But पैसा कैसा कमाना है हमारे इंडियन घरों में या पेरेंट्स को बहुत ज़्यादा वो फिक्र होती है. How will you earn out of this? It boils down to that, right? And I did not have an answer to that. But I knew that if I could create a community, I could build a community, तो उससे पैसे तो कमा ही लेंगे. आज नहीं कमाएंगे, थोड़े टाइम बाद कमाएंगे. So that was the first challenge to, sort of figure out. But I was lucky enough that my parents supported me. So that is really important. If parents support you, you can build a lot of things.
Absolutely.
Secondly, in 2016, as I said before, my family was going through a very rough, patch financially. There were some business problems. I wanted to travel to London to study further, which I could not. I had to give up cooking to, just go and be with my father so that we could just get out of, what conditions we were in. And managing all of that together, while also now thinking, now I'm creating videos, I'm not earning money, I don't have the money to fund this, still to create videos, thinking about, okay, one day I'll build a community and then earn out of it. That was something really just out in the air. It was something which was not very sturdy. But I guess what made me believe in this was my passion to cook food and how I badly wanted it.
Correct.
So for a lot of people don't know, for a major time, almost about 8 to 9 months after I started YFL, it got famous. We were like about 8-9 lakh followers. I was still going to my factory and shooting on weekends.
Oh, right.
I was just balancing it all.
Right. Wasn't 2016 also the year where you met Payal Kapoor?
Yes. So both love of my lives, YFL and my wife Payal, it all began in 2016. It's a beautiful, memorable year in my life.
So you can say 2016 was the turning point in your life.
Yes, absolutely.
Great. How did you meet Payal Kapoor? Tell us about your love story.
So I met Payal through a mutual friend, and the funny part about it is that we have stayed around the same neighborhood since we were born here. She is also from where I live, and we never crossed our paths throughout our lives until 2016. And somehow we met, and we just connected, and I remember curating this 9-course dinner for her.
Wow.
And everything was as per her liking. And after, I think that dinner did the trick, and she saw that how passionate I was about my food. And she always tells me that whenever she saw me talk about food or see me shoot my recipes, and whenever I spoke about work, I was so passionate that did the trick for her.
Did she also get the hint that you like her?
Maybe yes, because I don't know whom I'll create a 9-course menu.
Great. There might be instances wherein a lot of chefs would have come and told you that probably you are not creating something in the kitchen, you're just doing as content creator. So have you come across as such comparisons in your career so far?
See, it happens, and this has been there since years. It's not just after the digital, age began. It was always when even TV chefs were there, and this comparison was always done. I feel that comparison itself is not worthy enough, because first of all, I have done my training. I've been a graduate from hotel management college. I've worked in restaurants. I've worked in hotels. Then I went on to the media kitchen side of it. And also, I believe that, now that I have been doing this for 6 years, this side of cooking and shooting recipes and all of it is completely different to how you do things in a restaurant or in a commercial kitchen. With the side of how do you present food, how do you curate recipes, you're doing something really different. In a restaurant, you will cook, you want people to eat, have a good time and go home. Here what you are trying to do is create a lot of create a library so that people could refer to these recipes and can cook. One big idea about starting YFL initially was that I always used to feel there are so many people who are not fortunate enough that they can actually go and dine in a 5-star hotel and enjoy a meal.
Correct.
How can those people enjoy the same food at home? Was my thought. And today, while doing this for 6 years, I get numerous messages and testimonials from people that we could never think of tasting this in our lives, and because of YFL we can today. And I think that does the job for me, because I started this journey because I wanted to create smiles. I share this story with everybody that, when I was a kid and I used to see my mom cook food for people, they used to have smiles on their faces.
Right.
And I used to feel that she has a superpower to make people smile. And as a kid, I always believed that, can I have this superpower? And when YFL began and when I started creating recipes and when I could see people smile, that's the day I realized that that superpower has come from my mom to me.
Right.
And yes, that is what I'm doing. So, two different things. What goes into creating, a food show on YouTube or on any platform is something very different to what happens on TV, what happens in a commercial kitchen. There are a lot of things which happen here. It's a completely different process, completely different journey altogether.
Correct, no doubt. I'm sure running your own business isn't a cakewalk, especially in the last 2 years where people have gone through so much. It must be daunting at times as well. How do you manage your time? Like, how do you have a work-life balance?
So, as I said earlier also that, creating videos for digital is a totally different game. You kind of do everything yourself. You are the producer, you have to curate everything, you have to get the team together, you have to sort of conceptualize, then you have to be a part of the production, post-production. So, it is a never-ending process which you go through, and that's the beauty about it. That is why content on digital looks, feels very different to other formats. And yes, that takes up a lot of your time. In fact, in COVID, during the lockdown, we had to create a lot of content because I had my audiences asking me that, now that we cannot go out and buy a lot of ingredients, we cannot call out for food, we cannot go out to eat, how do we cook everything at home with simple ingredients? So, in fact, in the lockdown, we created a lot of content. The initial bit, we were just trying to figure out ke kaise produce karna hai, kaise karenge. So, my team was living with me over here in my house, and we were creating content.
Okay.
And then what happens is your family sort of then understands that, what kind of responsibility you have towards your audiences. And my family is really supportive. In fact, my wife, she's really supportive. She understands that, this is the time I can work a lot, I can work hard, and I can give a lot of time to my work so that I can build this and I can take YFL to another level. And you sort of understand. And usually my Sundays are for her. So me and Payal, we go out for lunch, dinner, we'll go a day out, have good fun and come back. But Monday through Saturday, it's usually a lot of work and less family time.
Correct. Speaking of taking YFL to another level, could you tell us about your future plans? What can we expect from YFL?
So on the content side itself, we are doing a lot of newer things. We started to build series-based IPs where we are collaborating with other content creators, influencers, and celebrities, and creating different kinds of shows with them. Also, I want to, by maybe this year end, explore OTT for us. Not only the food space, but food and travel together.
Wow.
Because I feel in India, travel content needs a big raise, like how we've been able to set this benchmark in the food scene. I want to do that in the travel and food scene as well. So that's coming up next. And on the business side of it, I'm working towards building 2 or 3 different companies with different products. A couple of them are D2C products in the kitchen and home segment, where something like a cookware or a tableware or a serveware brand. And also I'm exploring to build a company for virtual education in the culinary space.
Wow.
And that's coming up next. So future scenes seem bright. If I just think right now, I have a lot of work for the next couple of years lined up, and that feels really good. In fact, it gives you a feel of security that what you're doing right now is working out.
Correct. That sounds like a crazy schedule for the next couple of years, chef. बातें तो काफी हो गई है. Let's move to the game segment.
Chalo.
Yes, so this is our game segment. So in this, we have 2 cue cards. The game is called Truth and Dare. You have 3 questions for me. I have 3 questions for you. If you choose to answer, it's okay. But if you don't answer, you have to drink one of the juices that I tell you, and vice versa.
Okay, so we get to choose the juices as well?
Yes.
Chalo, perfect hai fir to.
Sahi hai. So, yeah?
Chalo, shuru kare.
You want to go first or should I go?
You go first.
Okay, I'll go first. You've been on MasterChef India as a food producer, and you've worked with a lot of master chefs, till date. Rate each master chef from highest to lowest. Can you do it?
Which juice should I drink?
Okay, let's start slowly. So let's go for the beetroot juice.
Okay, this is a good one. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, that was very smooth for him.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
shoot.
So, I know that you have been a journalist and बहुत सारे publications के साथ काम किए हुए हैं. Rate the publications from 1 to 5.
Oh Lord, which one, chef? Which one?
Okay, I'll also give you the easy one right now.
Nothing
Beetroot.
easy for me as well. Cheers.
Cheers. How is it?
It was very good.
It's
This
good?
was- hopefully, if this is going to be the way it is, it's very
No, it's not going to be. Chalo.
All right. Next one for you. Name a celeb you don't want to work with and why.
Can I answer this? I'm just thinking. चलो यार juicy पी लेते हैं.
Sure?
Yeah. कौन सा वाला है?
Let's go with the ginger.
Ginger. पूरा पीना है?
On you, chef. Okay. ये पूरा पीना ऑप्शन मैं देना चाहिए था. I should have.
That gave you a good hit. ये concentrate है, पानी वानी नहीं है इसमें.
बिल्कुल नहीं.
चलो.
Yes.
Next question. Okay. So you have been a journalist in the entertainment lifestyle wala segment. Name your worst celeb experience. चलो कुछ तो दे दो.
Chef, thank you. Juicy बता दो.
We'll go in the same order. Ginger juice for you.
Okay.
Let's go. पूरा
Alright.
पीना है.
पूरा पीना है.
पूरा पीना है.
I'm sorry.
That was neat for you, yeah.
It's just going in.
It's getting there, and that one I don't want to drink. So please.
Hopefully.
ऐसा कुछ पूछ लोगे मैं आंसर कर पाऊँ.
Hopefully. I'm sorry. Okay. 2016 has been a milestone year for you.
Yes.
You started YFL and you also met the love of your life. What would you choose? Which one was better?
I think I can answer this.
Oh Lord.
Meeting Payal was a better. I love YFL a lot, but meeting Payal was better because when I met her, it was the exact time when I started YFL, and I think the kind of support and the kind of love she has and the motivation what she gives me to do something bigger and better in my life, I think I can create 10 more YFLs if I have that support from her.
Wow.
So-
I didn't expect this to be easy.
So
ठीक है?
yeah, but I'm truly saying this that with her I can do whatever. There's nothing impossible when she is with me.
Correct. आप तो बच गए शेफ.
Yes, yes. मेरे को ये नहीं पीना था.
My
yes.
last question.
By the way, मेरा करेला favorite सब्जी है. I love करेला, but I
nice.
hate करेला juice, so I can't have that. Thank you so much for this question. चलो last question है अभी. And you are going to drink this. नहीं तो controversy
really
थोड़ी
sure.
तो निकाल लूँगा मैं. आप हमेशा कोशिश करते हो सब लोग कि हमसे controversy मिल जाए. आज मैं कोशिश करने वाला हूँ.
Sure, chef.
ठीक है. So given a choice today, right now, ठीक है, and there is another channel which approaches you and gives you an offer.
कितने ग्लास पीने हैं बता दो.
तो कौन सा चैनल होगा and you'll walk away from this channel?
दोनों पी लूं. एक ही पीना है.
Your choice.
एक ही. Cheers.
You can still answer. This is bad. How is it?
It's okay.
चलो
It's
लाइफ में कभी एक बार तो करेले का जूस पिया आपने.
इतना detox मेरे लाइफ में कब नहीं हुआ है.
Detox.
But
चलो
thank
great.
you. Moving to the next game.
Okay.
Here we are for the second game, and it's called Guess the Price. So, like the name says, chef, हमारे सामने 6 items हैं, and we have
Interesting.
6 cue cards which has the correct price in it.
Okay.
We have to guess the correct price of each ingredient. 3 for you, 3 for me. अगर गलत निकले,
हाँ.
तो we'll have a bite of green chili.
अच्छा, ठीक है.
Right?
How difficult or easy is this going to be for you?
I have no idea. The previous one was a complete detox. So let's see.
चलो देखते हैं. Let's
So,
do it.
I would like to go first.
Okay.
Uh,
And I'll choose. What do you?
yes.
Okay. तो देखते हैं आपको प्राइस पता है राजमा का कि नहीं.
Oh.
कश्मीरी राजमा.
And this would be around
This is like about half
kilo?
a kg.
Half kg.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pretty bad at this. Let's say around 70 rupees. You can check.
होना चाहिए उसके ही आसपास होना चाहिए. 109.
Oh my
थोड़ी
god.
महंगी वाली है. मतलब थोड़ी ऑर्गेनिक है. वैसे 150 रुपए किलो ही होती है. You're not bad, but you will have to still eat the chili.
By the
क्योंकि
game.
यहाँ
Yes.
गलत है.
Yes.
But you were pretty close. 70-75 की होती है. हाँ.
Okay. Anyway.
चलो. I'll go next.
Yes.
बताओ किसका.
Before I
price
finish
बताना
this.
है.
Let's go with the Himalayan pink salt.
अभी ये जो सॉल्ट है ना, ये जो सॉल्ट है, ये आता है बहुत अलग अलग. 50 का भी मिलता है, 700 का भी मिलता है. ये कौन सा है पता नहीं. नेचुरल वगैरह लिखा हुआ है. But ठीक है. I'll go with like about 70 or 80 bucks.
Okay.
This one.
Let's check if he's right. Oh my god, very close. Very close. It's 69 rupees.
तो 70 तो you should take 70 यार इतना.
चलो ठीक है.
70 is fine. Come on.
I give it.
1 rupee.
Yes.
Yeah, but
absolutely.
this one comes for like 500 bucks also.
Okay.
ठीक है. हाँ.
Okay, my turn next. I still have the chili in hand, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take a bite.
Which one next? So like easy देता हूँ आपको एक. मैगी तो बहुत खाई होगी.
Okay. Let's say 20 bucks.
24 होना चाहिए डबल पैक का. 27. No, you're wrong.
I'm
You're
very
wrong.
sorry.
You're wrong. You know, as far you will go, it'll get
Even spicier.
spicier.
I can
You need
sense
some
it.
water?
No, I'm okay. As of now, I'm okay.
चलो.
So you go next. I'll also go easy.
Okay, nutties.
Nutties.
It's one of my favorites actually. This should be like about 40 bucks.
All right.
हाँ, उतने का ही होता है 35 to 40 के बीच में.
Oh my god, he's bang on right.
हाँ,
It's
40.
40.
Woohoo!
My goodness, not a single.
No chilies for me.
No chilies.
चलो, let's go. तो क्या क्या हो गया अभी?
So we're left with two.
This
one
and
for
this
you,
is
one
done.
for me.
Oh, okay. कौन सा दूँ? Chips और प्याज?
On you, chef.
I'll give you an easy one. Chips दे देता हूँ आपको. चलो, इसका
Okay.
तो पता ही होगा.
Thank you. That's 10 rupees.
10 rupees.
I hope.
Yeah, that's right. 10 rupees. You're
Thank
right.
God. That's it.
चलो. अभी यहाँ देखते हैं.
Yes, chef. 1 kilo.
1 kilo.
Onion.
लास्ट 40 रुपए का खरीदा था मैंने. अभी ये वाला कौन सा कहाँ से लाया है पता नहीं.
देख लेते हैं.
34.
एक बाइट.
चलो एक बाइट ले लेते हैं. But I was not wrong.
Absolutely under 40.
अरे थोड़ा महंगा लेके आ रहे हो आजकल तुम लोग. प्याज 34 में मिल रहा है भाई. क्या?
But
This one's for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It is.
It's spicy.
With that, we are at the end of the show. Thank you so much for being a part of this episode, and we hope that you would be a part of our social squad journey even in the future.
Absolutely, Nishad, and thank you so much for coming to the YFL kitchen. I hope you enjoyed
I
today.
loved it. But thank you. This is Nishad signing off.